Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we're going to talk about ROC Rock Mining. That's right, we're going to take out the old Greycat ROC mining buggy, if you will, and we're going to see how much money we can make. So yesterday's video was what I thought was the best way to make money in the verse in 3.12.1. And I chose bounty hunting as the way. As the Mandalorian would say, that is the way. It makes great money. Bounty hunting is definitely a quick and fairly easy way to make money. Now, can you do it with just any ship? No. I did do some Aurora fighting earlier today, and it was a little rough, but I was able to manage a few bounty takedowns before I started in on capturing the footage for this video. So you can definitely do it in Aurora MR, which is like the lowest of the low, but it's not the most ideal ship to use in bounty hunting. So what else can you do to make a good amount of money? Well, like I said, we're going to talk about it right now, the ROC Rock Mining. As you can see, I'm here on Daymar, and I'm not alone. There are some other people here on the server that are just kind of hanging out, just a little bit shy of Shubin Mining Facility. What is it, SB1? This is where you can go to pick up your rock if you already have one in the game. Otherwise, you'll have to purchase one in the game or purchase it out of the game, and you'll have to go and pick it up at a mining facility or any kind of facility that has vehicle landing pads, if you will. These guys are just hanging out with their Ursa rover right next to their Andromeda. Yeah. In and out of their Ursa rover, running on the ground. I could have really been a bad dude and taken them out, but that's not really who I am, so I just give them a little flyby and go on about my business. So here we are, heading back over to Shubin Mining Facility so that we can spawn the ROC Miner. What are you going to mine in the ROC? There are three different medium-sized rocks that you can get. One of which is Dovine, which is the cheapest one, and then you have a Forite, which is the middle of the road one, slightly better than Dovine, but way, way, way below what Haydenite is. Haydenite is top shelf ore that you're going to want to get. And a lot of people that do mining, I guess, for a living in this game, that's the only thing they go after when they're using the Greycat ROC, is the Haydenite. And you can find a lot of Haydenite here on Daymar. There are other planets, moons, whatever, in the Stanton system that you can use to find Haydenite. I chose to kind of mine up the Forite and Haydenite. I ended up getting about a half and half cargo full. But, you know, it was just to see how much money I could make off of either one. And is it as profitable as bounty hunting? That's a very hard question to answer. Yes, it can be, but no, it isn't. Let me explain. Mining is very, I guess you could say, random. You may come across some rocks that are very valuable, and you may come across a field of them, or you may only hit one or two that aren't worth spit. And you have to search and search and search until you find the ones you're looking for. If you are only looking for Haydenite, it could take you 2 or 3 hours to fill up your Greycat ROC. I mean, it may only take you 30 minutes if you end up getting lucky and finding a whole vein of Haydenite nearby. A lot of people, when they go to Shubin, that's where they start doing their mining, is right next to the facility so they can get back and sell their ore. I chose to go to Kudra Ore, the mining facility that's closed, and kind of use that as a jumping off point to find some different ores. And the very first ore I found was a Forite, and it is a massive load of a Forite. You'll see here how many different rocks there were to mine, and I chose to take them all. They weren't all great rocks. You can afford to take the lesser rocks a little bit when it comes to Greycat ROC mining. Now, if you're in a ship, you really don't want to get a lot of inert material or combinations of some ores that just aren't profitable for you. And if you're hand mining, well, you really don't have that problem at all. You're not getting the inert material with your hand mining tool, your multi-tool. So again, it's not as big of an issue, but I would still err on the side of caution, because a lot of times they're going to go back in and fix some of the mining gameplay to where you're going to start collecting the inert material with the good stuff. That would be nice if we could actually separate them, but that's just not in the works yet. So I would definitely choose rocks most of the time that are 75% or more of the material that you're wanting. If it's Haydenite, you're going to get a good score off of that. There's a lot of rocks out there that are 80 or 90% as well, and those are very profitable. The biggest question you have to ask yourself when you're mining with a rock is, what kind of time do you want to spend doing it? What kind of money are you looking to get out of it per your time? I mean, do you want to just grab whatever you can, load up the Greycat ROC, and then get back to a mining facility that you can sell at? Or do you want to be extremely picky to maximize profits and go after the big Haydenite scores? Personally, I don't know if I have the time to do that very often. I'm going to choose probably to get the Aphorite and better, which Aphorite and Haydenite, and move on. I spent probably an hour and a half mining here. Not just this load of Aphorite, don't get me wrong. Just finding all sorts of different things to fill up the Greycat ROC. It's got 800, I think 800 units that you can fill it up with, and actually I overfilled it to like 820. So you can definitely mine for quite some time before you're able to fill the thing up and before it's time to go back and sell. Just like ships, when you're doing cargo transfers, the selling of mining ore that you get in the Greycat ROC works very similar. You'll see that towards the end of this video. But here you can see I'm blasting several Aphorite rocks. You could blast them all if you want to and then pick them up, or you can blast one at a time, pick them up. This time I just chose to do a couple and then start extracting all the material. Now, there are some bugs when you are using the Greycat ROC to do mining and extraction. Obviously, you're kind of at the fate of the server. Lag can become a big issue, and it can make a few rocks explode if you are, doing the initial putting power into it with the laser. Then on the extraction, it doesn't always go to right to picking up. There are some weird issues. I don't know what exactly it is, but yeah, I experienced it all throughout my mining process, and it actually got worse the longer I was on this server, as did the actual laser head used to cut up the rocks. It became a little bit, I guess, less stable, if you will, because the server would take some time to catch up. Or my side of the server would take some time to catch up. So I a lot of times would overcharge a rock, but thank God I didn't make it explode, because that's a complete waste of all your time if you do that. If you've never done any kind of mining, I have some tutorials on that, but basically what you're going to do is have the mining laser on, and you're going to power it up. As you can see, there is a green bar and a red bar on the right side of the screen. You want to fill up the white part until it gets all the way up into the green bar and hold it there. You're going to have to do a little work to keep it there, because you're going to have to power cycle lower and raise the power of your mining laser in order to keep it there. And in case you wondered what happens whenever you try to get past a full load on your Greycat ROC, all the little pieces of ore go flying every which way. So yeah, that's what happens when you are full. And now we're going to park this thing back in the Crusader Mercury Star Runner, and we're going to head back to Shubin Mining Facility SB1 so that we can sell everything that we got. It was a pretty good load. Mining is fairly peaceful, though you kind of do have to micromanage what you're doing. It's not as peaceful as cargo running, if you ask me, but cargo running is crap right now. Thank you, CIG, for ruining cargo running for everybody. It's no longer that much fun because you're not making any money, and you kind of have to stand around for a while. So I definitely recommend bounty hunting and rock mining to make most of your money. Regular mining is fine, but you're going to have some time, because when you start using the refineries on the different L1 stations around the system, it's going to take a long time to refine all the material you get. So keep that in mind. Whereas rock mining, you're just grabbing the material and then you're going and you're selling it right away for a good amount of profit. So when I first started this whole mission, I had 31,000 credits to my name on this character. When I go to sell it, I'm going to make 166,000 credits. Remember, that's only half Haydenite and half a Forite. So I made a really great profit off of this one mining run. So you can definitely make a good profit. Is it as much as bounty hunting? Well, that's going to be up to you. How quickly can you get the kills? How quickly can you mine? Either one of them is a very good way to make money, and you can get rich in several hours worth of gameplay. So which one do you prefer? Are you a rock miner with a rock, or are you a bounty hunter? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see another way to make money video, let me know in the comments as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you want to join my YouTube membership program or Patreon, that information is in the description of the video as well. Thank you once again. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.